Hello and welcome to our roundtable discussion of Fan-four-stic. I'm Collin and here with me is
Allison
and Nick.
Today we're going to be talking about the new 2015 release of Fan-four-stic. Let's start to talk about with our initial thoughts of the movie. Allison?
I liked it.
Well, screw you, because it was awful.
I didn't think it was that bad.
It was awful.
Okay, there was parts that weren't as good as another Marvel movie, but it wasn't that bad.
I can't even call it a Marvel movie.
It's not.
It's not even a superhero movie.
It's not even a movie. I'm not kidding. It's not
it's
not a movie.
It really wasn't that bad.
Okay.
They don't acknowledge who they are. Did they ever actually say Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman,
Human
Torch?
They don't need to.
They don't. Well, I'm saying they don't ever acknowledge that it's actually a superhero movie. They just seem like, oh yeah, we have these abilities. All right, cool, let's go. They make stupid little references. They say, I think the thing says, that's fantastic, and
No, it's the we need a name. Wow, this is fantastic.
Huh?
What did you
What's
say?
that? No, great actors, not great acting.
No, because
the script was horrible.
The movie, no, I wouldn't even call it that. Actually, no, the script was horrible.
Yeah,
but it was incomplete.
Yes,
it really feels like it was the first draft of the movie.
Yeah,
I'll give it credit. The first half of the movie, where before they even get the powers, it was okay. I think it could have been promising.
I'm about to say something. Even though I don't like the original the original live action ones, they do get to the whole having powers thing a lot quicker.
Yes.
They could have easily done it so much faster in this. It hurt me watching them what are they doing? Just come on.
The thing is that I feel like the length of it wasn't the problem. It was the fact of just you didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It was a thing of you can have it to where if the characters were well developed, likable, you really could have had that long of a time before it happened. The problem is they were annoying as shit, and I hated every single one of them.
Yeah.
But
whoa there.
What?
Whoa.
Which one did you like?
Miles Teller.
Why?
Did
He's
you like?
gorgeous.
Did you like his acting or the fact that?
I like the fact that he's Miles Teller.
Describe Mr. Fantastic without talking about his looks. What is he?
I can. Some nerd who just built a machine that made no sense
and
got drunk.
Hey, let's go to space.
Brought in his completely unqualified best friend from childhood.
Oh what the hell is that?
To help on this experiment. What? At least in the originals, what's his name? I forget. No, I was trying to think the actor. To be honest with you. But his character in those he at least had some qualification. He was going to be the pilot, or he was going to be actually helping with things. This kid literally came off the streets practically. It's who are you? Get out!
Okay, want to be a superhero?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, so even though me and you hated it, let's talk about something that's going to be really quick on this one. What we liked about the movie.
Really quick.
I gotta say though, the one thing that the movie did get right is that initial scene of when they discover their powers and how horrifying it is.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that aspect because it really, especially when Ben is stuck in the rock and he's just calling for help.
Yeah.
That really was terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, they did get that correct.
Yeah.
But I think what was really funny is you can't even call yourself a Marvel movie. You can't even call yourself a superhero movie. You can't even call yourself a good superhero movie if Stan Lee doesn't even want to be in it.
I was going to say that.
It's the one Marvel movie or Marvel-based movie.
No, he's been in a lot.
No. He's been in every single one. He was in but it's one of those things where he completely doesn't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad when the creator of the people that you're trying to play I think Marvel could legitimately make a good Fantastic Four movie.
I don't think they should, though.
No, not for a while, if anything. But you want to know why it just annoys me? Because I look all right, I'm a nerd. What's up? How you doing? I know that Mr. Fantastic is such an important character in the Marvel universe, and the fact that they can't use him at all because of Fox just annoys the crap out of me. They can't use any of these characters. Do you know how, the fact Age of Ultron, in the comics and all the, cartoons, all those, just, Mr. Fantastic and Tony Stark make Ultron. He is such an important part of all the comics with everything. He's, there all the time. And they can't use him. Just like Spider-Man. They are just getting him.
Without going into why Marvel should have everything.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's good though that Fox has some of them.
No, like they shouldn't. They should have only had their one-off, and once Marvel made their own production company, they should have been like, okay, you can have your stuff back. It's your property.
So
like
okay.
they bought the movie rights. Fox made this movie literally to keep the rights to them.
Hey, let me be Fox, and you're gonna be guys Marvel.
Okay.
This highly successful Spider-Man franchise, the originals, not the ones now.
Highly successful minus the third.
The third one was successful.
It was successful.
Anyway,
was it good?
Anyway, so it's like, hey, we have so much money. Oh, a new company? Here, have it, because it's yours. No, it's not gonna be like that.
Yeah, but I love all the X-Men movies, like more than any of the Avenger movies, I think. But I think it would be so much better if Marvel did make
I
them.
look at it though. I think Sony has been the smartest with Spider-Man because why not? Why aren't they smart with it?
Okay, look at. Okay, we're talking about Fantastic Four. I'm not
No,
talking
but I'm saying in the fact that they are allowing them to use it, but they're still getting money from it.
Oh, that, yeah. Okay,
I'm saying,
I thought you meant before.
No, I'm saying they're still getting money from Marvel. That's what Fox should do. They should be like, okay, yeah, it's like, make a movie, but, you know, we're going to get money from it. Because think of how much money they'll make. Like, they'll make so much freaking money from Marvel. How much money has Marvel made from all their movies?
$7 billion.
Exactly. Like, imagine taking a chunk of that as a company. Like, you can't make that. This movie, did it make anywhere near?
It was a failure.
It was a failure as a movie. They could have made how much money if Marvel had made it and just taken 50% of it? Like, that's a success in my book.
Okay, we were talking about positives. We turned into negatives.
Sorry, I went back to negatives.
Okay, Allison.
Okay, for the most part, like, I don't disagree with you on the things that you say were bad about the movie. Like, I just don't think that it was that bad. Like, it did not deserve a 9 on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, that's...
Yes, it did.
No.
But one thing, though, that to me, just that I cannot think of this as a good movie is that it takes what you're supposed to have in a superhero origin story from when they get their powers to them being the hero, and they just clipped it out. Allison, I want you to answer this question. What do you consider, if you don't think this is a bad movie, what do you consider a bad movie?
Like, in general, or concerning superheroes?
Okay, let's
do
superheroes.
Well, from, like, all the movies I've seen, like, I don't think any of them are bad. Like, I like superhero stuff, but, like, I never read the actual comics or anything like that. So, for the most part, like, I just really like the kind of archetype that goes along with it. So, I honestly can't tell you, like, which ones are bad. I'll tell you which ones are good, though, but none of them are movies or the TV shows. Arrow, The Flash, even iZombie.
So you're...
It's good. I'm just a TV person now, so...
Are you DC?
Yeah, I like DC.
And in my opinion, that... Dr. Doom.
Actually, no. You know
what?
what?
I didn't like him.
I didn't like him, but even though it had nothing to do, it wasn't his powers. I like the fact that he could just look at you and your head exploded.
Well, that's the thing. That's what.
That looked cool.
That was cool. Yes,
but it wasn't Dr. Doom.
What about the final battle? He gets punched. That's all they do to get rid of him.
And
he has all this power and he does nothing.
Wait, how did they kill him though?
They throw him into the what's it called? Or they send him through.
Oh wait, I remember now. The guy he went with them. Then he got lost there.
Yeah.
So when they rescued him, his thing is, you shouldn't have rescued me. I want to go back.
Yeah.
So he kills everyone, and it's like, oh, we have to kill him now and back in that space thing.
Yeah.
Why? Just close it.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Goodbye.
Bye, crazy.
Yeah, no, that plot of it was just bad. But, like, you being a DC, I'm surprised you actually liked this, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know, because DC, alright, I'm going to say, I don't know how you feel about Man of Steel.
I like Man of Steel.
Okay, you like Man of Steel? I actually like Man of Steel because of what's coming out now, Batman vs. Superman. I hated it when I saw it, but when I saw the first trailer for Batman vs. Superman, I was like, I now respect it for what it was. It was building up to this archetype for, like, holding him accountable. Because the entire time during that last scene, I'm just like, you can't destroy a city and just, like, not have repercussions, you know? Like, there has to be something. Like, you can't just end it on that. He just killed how many people? Like, that whole thing. This is just, like, because I know nothing's gonna come of it, like...
there's not gonna be a
like, I
sequel.
can't view it as, like, a good movie, you know? Like, because Man of Steel, like, I viewed as a bad movie when I first saw it, just because it was, like, this is going nowhere. And now I view it as, like, that building block. Like, this. It's nothing.
How would you guys fix the movie?
Different script, more. I can't say better director. They had a decent director.
No,
but
the director.
He had no power.
I don't think the director was the problem.
Keep the production company out of the process. Keep them, like, get the money, obviously. But it's like one of those things where, unfortunately, they didn't have a production company like Marvel, who like behind their back, you know, like pushing them to make a good movie.
I would have made it into 2 movies because I think there's way too much exposition for it not to have been like solely an origin story. So they should have been its own origin story and had like a lesser villain to fight, and it could have more have been about their like character development, and then had the other one where they really faced off with Doctor Doom, and it could be a lot more action and a lot more like interaction with him. I just think like they try to take 2 different plots for the movie in this universe and smush it together.
I don't think that the movie needed to be 2 movies, because I've seen movies that were too long that felt like it was 2 movies. This movie, it felt like it was half a movie, because it was half a movie where you took out the middle.
Yeah.
And, you know, I see your point, and I look at it like, make it a movie that can be developed into another one.
Yes.
Like, make it so you're not ending it on, like, we need another movie, and don't end it on, like,
It could
like
be
obviously we can't have one because of how we ended it, you know, like,
like,
don't
this
make
is
it
done.
like oh, this series is done, you know, like, end it on a way that it's like, I'm gonna bring up again Iron Man 1. They ended it on this whole like leading point to like, we are building a universe. Build a universe around it, you know, like, don't make it that this is it, we're done, screw it, we're not coming back, you know. Make that little bit of like transition for another plot to build off of what they have. Make this an origin story. They made it into this origin story leading into like the most epic battle that they can have, and killing one of the most important villains in the Marvel universe. Like, they, you know, they're done. He's done, you know. You can't bring that back, you know. Like, at least in the original series, they what was it? They not froze him, but like,
No, they carbonated.
yeah, something like that, and he was able to come back from that, you know, like, but like, I'm saying, like, don't kill off the most important freaking guy in the universe.
Alright, so we talked about everything that we probably could have at this movie.
Yeah.
Let's do our end-in thoughts.
Don't see it.
Don't see it? Okay.
Don't give it money. Don't give the production company money. That's what I should say.
Okay.
I'm not gonna like say go see it, but I really just didn't think it was
Give it a try.
worth
You're
a
saying
9 on Rotten Tomatoes.
9 out of 100. Let's be clear, it's a 9 out of 100.
Yeah.
It should have been like a 50. That would have been good. A 30. I'd give it a 30.
I don't know. I like that 9.
I'm liking that. That
here's
9
the
seeming
thing, though.
good.
When I first saw this movie, I was dumbfounded because I'd never seen a movie this bad.
Well,
then, when it came out on Blu-ray, I bought it.
You bought it?
I bought it because I was just so fascinated
By
about
how bad it was?
How bad.
That is an appeal to it.
I've never seen a movie like this,
Yeah.
which was really not good. I never wanted to see a movie like this, but you know, I don't even know. It's not even watchable. I'm sorry. Sorry, Allison.
It's just is.
That's
That's all we can say
I
about it.
accept it.
That's all we can say.
Any final thoughts to back up it's the best Marvel movie in the world, Allison?
I never said that. No. My final thoughts are watch Arrow on Netflix.
Watch Arrow. Don't watch this.
Okay, so
Don't waste your time with this. Watch Arrow.
That was our roundtable discussion off Fan-four-stic. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.